I love hearing new bands, and see when I'm suggested a new band during Halloween week, I know I'm going to like them even more. I just know. If it's spooky, I'm in. Hello, wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special rules on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where I teach you how the voice works. Whew, I'm saying this far too fast, so consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, this suggestion came through specifically for Halloween week, and it is type O negative black number 1 brackets Little Miss Scare All. Just judging by the title, I'm going to like this. I don't really know anything about it. It's by Roadrunner Records or something, is that? Did I read that right? Roadrunner Records, I don't know anything about it. Maybe metal. Who knows? Let's go and check it out and see what we think.
She's in love with herself. She likes the dark.
Just from that tiny section, I am hooked. So we've got Fry coming through on these onsets. That's how you start a phrase. That she's in love with herself. And then you heard this little pop, plosive sound when he finished a phrase. And then this is like voice in everything. So this is where you're thinking past the point of just delivering like a vocal, a melodic line, and you're thinking, how can I place my voice into this in order to add atmosphere, vision? I am absolutely on board with this.
On her milk white neck,
That neck.
the devil's mark. Now it's All Hallows Eve.
Oh,
The moon is full.
this horrible little keys part in the background has so much dissonance. It sounds like he's playing a different thing. It still meets in certain places, so it fits in the song. But I love that. It gives off that spooky vibe. It feels grimy. Ooh, makes me feel like really uneasy. This voice though is special. Like, I really, really enjoy it. I feel like he'd be a fantastic narrator. The way that he goes and like pops that plosive sound at the end of some of these phrases is just oh, it's got me gripped by my unmentionables.
Will she trick or treat?
Treat, he's like rolling R's.
Bet she will. She's got a date at midnight with Nosferatu.
So he's adding in this, oh, what did I just pause on? There's something up in the tree. Ooh, this a very uneasy going music video. I enjoy it. It kind of feels it almost harkens back to like old 50s horror sitcoms, like the original kind of Addams Family, or the Munsons. It has that kind of kooky vibe, but this is taking it into that more kind of horror place. There's also, you know, the It Was Agatha All Along from Disney. They've ripped off of this, absolutely. Like, it's got that entire vibe going for it. And that's the thing. See, if you know your references, then you can kind of get people into that frame of mind without them really realizing it. It takes you to that place, whether you like it or not. I'm liking the way that he uses his rolling R's in order to add a little bit of drama, a little bit of kind of bite to the vocal. Because other than that, it's been quite simple up to now. I enjoyed the part where he kind of went into his more full voice. Da da da! It had a lot more heft to it. you have to sacrifice some of the lower kind of fry-esque sounds in order to push yourself into that full-on connected kind of vibratory pattern sound. I'm just excited to see where it goes.
Oh, baby, really monster. Ain't got nothing on you. Well, when I called her evil, she just left.
There's also a little bit of Pazuzu from The Exorcist coming through with this angle and like the kind of focus on the teeth. These guys live and love horror, clearly. There's a little bit of cry coming through in some of these. You get that kind of twist on the ends of the sounds. So you're getting this pull of emotional intensity, but it's very, very subtle too. And then there's some interesting ends to some of these phrases. There's a little bit of like sway on the voice. There's more going on than I think kind of you meet at eye level, I feel like.
Well, guess that spell on me. Moonlight's craft. Yeah, you wanna go out, go straight and blow it. You can't go out, go through the show and I'll land. Who die black?
So we've got much more grit coming through, much more texture. This sounds a little bit more towards a fry scream than a false chord scream. False chords come from the it's kind of more guttural sound. So is the fry-esque scream. It feels brighter, it feels more lifted. I could be wrong. That's kind of where my vote would go if I had to cast one. Is this the same guy? That's my question. I'm not entirely sure if it is or if it's not. Answers on a postcard. Because if it is, he's got a massive bag of tricks to pull from. Where is that coming from? Could be a little bit of false chord. Could be a kind of a weak combination of the two. It's got this real lightness to it. It sounds very easy on the ear. Some screams sound really laboured and quite sore sounding. This doesn't have that at all. It sounds almost kind of staticky sounding. It's quite nice. I'm still not sure if they're the same person because the angles are so extreme that like looking up at somebody's face like that and then seeing somebody side on, I'm like, are you the same person? I don't know. The hair in this collective band, cannot fault it. Perfect.
Love and you, love and you, love and you was like love in the dead.
Now, if this is the same person, these angles are given totally different characters. He looks quite extreme from this angle. It's almost like Bohemian Rhapsody meets Lurch. That's it's a horrible thing to say. And then from the side, it's like Interview with the Vampire. He's got like such a strong profile. Or maybe they're all different people. Maybe I've just lost the ability to distinguish faces.
It was like love in the dead. Loving you was like love in the dead. Loving you was like love in the dead. Loving you was like love in the dead. Was like love in the dead.
Right, so we've had a little bit of whisper tone in here now. Whispering does not have a pitch to it. So when you go and speak like that, you actually cannot make a pitch. It's actually not the best thing to do for your vocals. It can dry them out because it's just air pushing through open folds. Very, very easy to dry them out. A lot of people will kind of pretend that they're whispering and they do an asperitone, so they still have the tone going through, but they put a little air through it, so it mimics a whisper. I think that was just a pure whisper though. I could be wrong. Also, are there like fake teeth being used here, and is that why it's throwing me off? I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight if I don't know who is who.
Was like love in the day, yeah. Was like love in the day.
Right, hold on. What did I say earlier? This harkened back to the classic Addams Family sitcom. What was that? Diddle-a-dip. That is literally the Addams Family theme. Diddle-a-dip, 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 diddle-a-dip. They are putting in that reference both visually and audibly, and then that was blatant. That was a callback to the Addams Family. Yes! I love it when I'm proved right later on. This kind of feels very like down here in the bottom jaw. Black, 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 number one. It just sounds very loose. I like that. You get more people doing that and it becomes like a chant. It sounds quite imposing because it's so deep and like swimmy. It has this real kind of watery feel to it. Don't know if that's going to translate to you guys, but that's how I feel.
She doesn't work, like number one.
Whoa! Very chanty. The whole band as well are amazing. Very, very cool looking. I wish I had that much curl to my hair, and I just wish I had that much hair in general. Are they still about now? Somebody let me know down below. Yeah. That's Bride of Frankenstein. Oh, stunning. That was like taking a walk through like the kind of pillars of horror. Absolutely loved it. They were really good. Type O Negative. That's the first time I've heard them. And I hope it's not the last time I've heard them. If there's more stuff to listen to, then let me know down below and I'll go and check them out. I keep getting distracted by this wee guy. It's like I'm looking at the screen like, who is that? It's my friend. Anyway, if you liked that reaction, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I don't know. I guess I'll just say thank you so much for joining me and bye, 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 bye. Hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. I did. Love you. Bye.